Good afternoon, students.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you guys?
Fine, sir.
Are you enjoying your studies?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good to know that. So, before coming to this topic, I would like to ask one question. So, in the entire solar system, which planets do there is water? In which planet there is water?
Earth, sir.
Earth, sir. Right? Right, Krishna? Okay. What if I say, besides Earth, there is another planet, or you can say that planet, moon of that planet also contain water. Would you like to believe that or not?
Shocking, sir.
Yeah, it's soaking night, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the moon of that planet is Europa, and the planet is Jupiter. So Europa is a special planet, a special moon in the solar system of Jupiter, which has high probability of having water, right? So it's Europa, the moon of Jupiter. And as I told you, there is high probability. So it is a hidden ocean, bigger than our on a moon. So that ocean that we are talking about, it is bigger than our Earth's ocean. Can you imagine that?
Right, sir.
We know that Earth covers 70% of the water, but that huge ocean covers more than that. That much quantity that ocean contains. So, question may arise: why we are studying this? What is the need of studying the moon of Jupiter? Right? This
Yes,
must be
sir.
a question in your mind right now.
Yes, sir.
So, before that, I would like to know that as you are in class 7, so you must be having knowledge of Jovian planet and terrestrial planets, right? So, Uday,
Yes, sir.
can you tell me what is a terrestrial planet?
You have also two.
Okay, right answer. And Jaya, can you tell me what is Jovian terrestrial planet? Okay, and Jovian? Okay, so which planet is this?
Jupiter, sir.
Jupiter. And which category it falls?
Jovian,
Right. So Jupiter is a Jovian planet. So Jupiter is a gas giant. That means it contains large amount of gas in its surface, and there is extreme condition also available in this planet, right? And this is Europa. Europa, it is different, right? Icy on the outside. That means its outer covering is icy, but its beneath there is a water, and that water may be a large shape as ocean. So, as we know that water is necessary for life. So, can anyone tell me why liquid water is so important for life?
we drink
You tell, Swati. Why liquid water is so important for life?
It's an energy.
Huh?
Energy.
Energy, food.
Without water, we can't cook food
Okay,
for our basic needs.
okay. That's right answer. Because water gives us life. In Earth, can we imagine our life without water? Surely no, right? So that's why what scientists are doing right now, they are going to study the extreme condition of Europa moon, and through that they will analyze how astrobiological organism can survive in extreme condition. That is the purpose of studying Jupiter's moon, that is Europa, right? And apart from this also, the salty ice of Europa contains what? Nutrients and supports metabolism. So it is having its inner property also. And as you know, like scientists have discovered that comets and asteroids may have collided with the Jupiter planet, and that collision have created more organic material inside ice of Europa. So anyone like to say or tell me the answer? What is comet? Mohit, you tell. If you have studied in class 6,
Yes,
so
sir.
can you define little what is comet?
Snowballs.
Snowball, right? And Krishna, can you define asteroid?
They are stored space debris, you can see.
Yeah, fantastic. Can we clap for Krishna? So now, as someone told me that this is a Jovian planet, right? What is Jupiter?
Jovian, sir.
Jovian. So it is far away from Sun. So that means, do we have sunlight there or not? Right? There is some sunlight, right? So as it is very far from the Sun, so sunlight coming to that planet is very little or very slow. So that means Jupiter and Europa both are having their surface as ocean. So how can life can be sustained there? This must be the question right now. So now we will going to study what is tidal heating. So do we have balloon here? Okay. You can imagine this as a clay. So as a clay, I am pushing it from downward side and from upward side I am pulling it. So from that pushing and pulling, what is happening? It is getting some friction generated inside it, right? So same phenomena happen in Europa. As you know, Jupiter having a vast gravitational field. So as Europa is elliptical moon, so the gravitational pull of Jupiter stretches the Europa from up and downside, and as a result friction generated, and that friction causes the Europa's rocky core, or we can say Europa's surface of ice melt, and that supports the water. So far we have studied what? Tidal heating. So have you got the tidal heating? What is tidal heating?
Yes, sir.
What that? Krishna, would you like to say?
No, sir.
You didn't understand? Okay, as I told you, like suppose a clay. So as I am pulling it from downside and pushing it upside, so as a result of that, a friction is generated inside it. So similarly, the gravitational pull of Jupiter makes Europa to go upside and downside rotation, and as a result of which friction on its surface generates, and that friction causes the ice to melt, and as a result of this water is produced there. This is tidal heating. Have you got it?
Yes, sir.
So, but question comes again, how we are going to study the moon Europa? So here comes our mission, Europa Clipper mission. Through Europa Clipper mission, we are going to study our moon Europa. And what is the aim of the mission? The aim of the mission is to investigate the ice shell, ocean composition and geology of Europa. Now, how can a spacecraft study an untouchable ocean? That means we cannot go there and land, can't land there, drill or send humans there. Why? Because Jupiter's gravitational force is very high, and as a result of which anything goes there will not able to survive there. So instead of going to Europa, we are going to Jupiter. Why? As I told you, the Jupiter's gravitational pull is very high. So as we go near the Europa, we cannot go there because of gravitational pull. So we go to Jupiter's field, orbital field, and we as spacecraft goes there, so spacecraft 50 flyby goes near the Jupiter, and through 50 flybys we observe the climate or conditioning of the ocean salts there, right? And you can see the practical illustration of a basketball court highlights the Europa Clipper. This is a typical Europa Clipper that goes near the Jupiter's field, right? And this is another thing that you guys have to learn: Jupiter's radiation signature, right? You know, as Jupiter is a giant planet, so it also has some magnetic field, and as a result of that, Europa Clippers, if there is a, you know, inside this there are electronics part inside it. So if this spacecraft goes near the Jupiter's magnetic field, it may get damaged, and as a result it may not work. So what we do some outer thin wall covering here, so that it can escape the radiation of Jupiter's magnetic field. This is how radiation fields are coming from Jupiter. And our Europa Clipper will orbit here. Now you must be wondering, how many moons does Jupiter have? Can anyone tell me how many moons Earth have?
One, sir.
One. What is the name of the moon? Lunar. Luna. Okay, right. And how many moons does Jupiter have?
200.
200.
95 plus.
You are wrong, Mohit. Jaya is right. Can we clap for Jaya?
Yes, sir.
So Jupiter have 95 moons, out of which 4 are very significant, and out of 4 also our Europa is very significant because it contains some amount of water, or maybe our discovery is going there. So these are the electrical equipment that we are employing in our spacecraft to see how can it work, right? This is our spacecraft, Europa Clipper. And now we will have a video. Where you can see the Europa Clipper going and observing what? Europa's field surface, and through that observation you will get the information, and as a result scientists will discover what? Astrobiological conditioning of that Europa moon. So this is solar panel, right? So as I have told in the previous slide that Europa Clipper is going. So you know, when it is near, as you know, it is a Jovian planet. So here the sunlight comes very less. So it has to generate a very large amount of sunlight energy in order to support spacecraft's energy. So this solar panel helps them, right? If this solar panel can generate 100 watt on Earth, I'm giving an analogy. This solar panel can generate 10,000 watt on Earth, but the same solar panel can only generate 600 watts of energy near Europa. Why? Can anyone like to volunteer or answer this question? Uday, can you answer this? Riya? You? Vimal?
Sun is very far from that planet, so that is why the sunlight is not.
Right, brilliant answer. You are a very intelligent boy. So, can you clap for Vimal? Because he has given a very brilliant answer that nobody could answer it. He is very attentive. I expect that same attentiveness from you guys. So, now it's time to create our